Mistakeology, what is it? Now, this is a fantastic topic. It's something very close to my heart. Quite recently, well, I say recently, a good few months ago now, I changed my job title on LinkedIn to mistakeologist. Okay. Now, this wasn't just a flippant post and being a bit tongue-in-cheek with the title. This was actually from years and years and years of me working out exactly what I am. And so there was some thought process, there's some real substance behind this where I've evolved through my career, what my interests are, what gets me curious, what I'd like to change, what my purpose, what my why is, and what have you. And it culminated into something that I called mistakeology. Okay. And I will touch on this momentarily, but that's where I put it first. I just put it up there because it made perfect sense to me. Anyhow, in no time at all, I started getting messages in my inbox, which I'm very bad at replying to, so my apologies. If anybody's messaged me and you're waiting for me to get back to you, my mistake. People were asking me, love your title, what is it? Okay, and there's quite a bit of interest in this. So I gave my 2 cents worth what I believed it was, okay, as best I could do. Thinking that would appease them and we can move on and continue networking. Actually, you just reminded me of a note I need to do, so please excuse me. First take only, and it'll stay that way. Now, so that's them giving their answer back, and it put me on the back foot a little bit and made me think about it, how I understood it, but how I'd articulate it. However, what then happened is it intrigued people. People wanted to say, how do I become one? How do I learn mistakeology? And the truth be known, I wasn't ready for this. This definitely caught me out. So I did a little bit more research, and upon typing it in, I realized it simply doesn't exist. How can I teach someone something that doesn't exist? It's a theory, something that we've coined, we've come up with. So now, since that little moment, I got kind of excited when Google couldn't finish my sentence for me, that we might be on something, and I bounced it off some really good minds, some good trusted friends of mine, and people that would pretty much tell me if it's a bad idea as well. And the more we've spoken, the enthusiasm for this topic has snowballed because the topic is humongous. We're probably halfway through writing a book on this now, with all the contributing factors and what we think it is, and what we can do with this, what the pragmatic uses of it. Okay, because theory is one thing, but we want to find something that's a tool that's going to be useful for people. So we're potentially looking at building a framework for people. But essentially, if we look at its core, the name gives most of it away, is mistakeology. Is that for me, we're hardwired in society into the mistakes are a bad thing. It's got a very similar relationship to failure. Okay, so even as young children, if we've made an error, we immediately point the blame at someone else because we don't want to own that error. We don't want to own that mistake. It's something that's bad. And this continues all the way through our adult life. It's, no one wants to admit that, we may admit, we don't want to. It's difficult. It's, oh no, look what I've done. I've pressed that button. I've cleared everything. I've done this. I've done that. And it's a real shame. Okay, it's not a good state of being. It probably induces some anxieties. It may affect performance. There's a whole load of things going on there. But mistakeology, as the name suggests, is we're trying to study the relationship of each component of what we've determined make up mistakes. Okay, so because it's something new, the studies need to happen. There's a lot of work that's needed to be done. Okay, the more we've looked at it, the more research questions there are. This can keep people going busy for many, many years to come. But we will pick one, and we're going to focus on it. Below mistakeology, okay, all the contributing factors, there's lots of science relating to growth mindset and health. There's a whole load of things in there which have their own independent study and well researched and confirmed. So there's some assumptions that we can make, but we need to conjoin them. We need to see how they communicate with each other. The assumptions that we believe will have some validity to are twofold, really. One is on our general well-being. So I think if we can change our relationship with mistakes and almost lean into them and own them and almost enjoy them like it was a KPI, wow, here's another one, then our state of mind ultimately is going to benefit. Okay, so I think that overall wellness, there's going to be some upside to it, yet to be proven. And the other one is performance. Okay, there's lots of self-sabotaging components to how we go to deliver things that are measured in a performance scenario. Okay, and there's innovation and the generation of innovation, which goes hand in hand with that. Again, there's studies there. We need to conjoin them and put them together. But these are the two outcomes that I think are valid. So let's say the worst case scenario that we just feel a bit better about ourselves, then this makes it a valid area of study. Let's say that it increases our performance, so where we turn up on our day-to-day, we get a little bit more out of what we do, we deliver better. That's a win. If we get both of these, this is a massive win-win. Okay, and Mistakeology has come to life, and Google could start finishing our sentences. So that's Mistakeology. This is what I've come up with. We've now got a team of people working on this. I'm really excited about bringing this to the world, and yeah, I'm quite happy to be the master of mistakes. So thank you. Speak soon.